Coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight division collision.
Ready? You ready to fight?
All right, so here we go with round one. This young contender is... Oh! All right, first round is underway here. We say in mixed martial arts, it's one thing to have the reach advantage. It's another thing to use. Oh, he dove with the punch and he lands.
He is throwing a fast, straight, hard jab. That's not a feeler jab. That's one that's really knocking the head back.
Oh, unbelievable.
Oh, look at him jumping in to try to get the finish.
Oh, and that one snapped the head back. The referee has seen enough. Winner by TKO.
He mercifully stopped the fight. A great stoppage and a great performance by this young man.
All right, let's take a look back at the replay. It ends up a knockout, but this was really a striking clinic from the moment they touched glove.
I mean, a competitive fight that one guy finally found the shot that ended the fight. But both of these warriors displayed a ton of heart. One guy got the finish, but neither guy should be disappointed in their performance.
We sent it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 56 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Taylor!
Well, he's smiling ear to ear, and why not after a knockout like that? I need a ticket to the after party tonight.
I mean, this is what dreams are made of. You dream of the knockout like this, and then the party after, where you and all your...
Coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight division collision.
You ready? Are you ready?
All right, ready to go for round one, and it's hard not to hook. Whoa! Oh! 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 Back to the feet. Oh!
Oh, my goodness!
Vicious combo there.
Holy smokes, he put him to sleep.
Oh! And just like that, the fight is over.
Oh, my goodness, what a fight.
Yeah, we're just getting going, and now the fight's over, but excellent striking technique to land that shot and ultimately finish the fight here in the first. You've heard us say it before, but sometimes when you catch a guy cold before he's had a chance to get going in the fight, it can have a bigger effect. It certainly did here tonight. Well, another highlight for the real DC as we look back at that scintillating knockout.
Yeah, but the whole fight, he was landing great strikes, kicks, punches. He was doing everything right until eventually he found the shot that ended the fight.
Now we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata has called a stop to this contest at 40 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Taylor!
And there is the man of the moment, and what a moment this must be like for a professional athlete, right? I know you enjoy the birth of your kids, right? All right, coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight showdown.
Ready?
All right, ready to go for round one. As many of you know, this young man won his last fight by knockout. No TKO, flush knockout for him the last time out. And now he is getting a shot against a truly elite fighter in this division. The question is, oh!
That one landed clean.
Oh!
Didn't like that left hand.
He's got him hurt here. Both guys throwing potential fight enders here in the early going.
Trouble. He's hurt bad.
Holding on to him here, not really doing it. Oh, big knee! Wow! He's out!
He's done! He's done! What a fight!
Yes, sir, it goes into the books as a first-round win by knockout. Near-perfect execution. The technique was absolutely gorgeous. And, again, when you catch a guy early, maybe you're getting him cold before he's had a chance to work up a sweat or even get into the fight a little bit, those strikes can have a bigger effect, and it certainly did here tonight. Well, another highlight for the real DC as we look back at that scintillating knockout.
Yeah, but the whole fight, he was landing great strikes, kicks, punches. He was doing everything right until eventually he found the shot that ended the...
All right, coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight showdown.
You ready? You ready?
All right, so here we go with round one. This young contender has won his last 3 fights, and as many of you know, each knockout more impressive than the last. He'll try to extend the knockouts. Oh!
He's on top of him looking for the finish.
Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
Well, you know he's comfortable fighting off of his back. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Oh, is he an active pursuer of the submission?
He's gonna attack armbar here. You gotta recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you gotta move him off, and you gotta cover. You can't be off to an angle.
Nicely done. Oh, now trying to isolate an arm, DC.
He needs to move his hips back to cover. He cannot allow him on that angle. Gotta be careful, armbar.
And he's out. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Going orthodox now.
Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. Oh, nice land there with the punch. You see, he's taking advantage of what is an obvious edge. Shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect. He got him back!
And that's going to do it. Oh, and there comes the stoppage.
It's over. It's over. What a performance.
Oh, absolutely one for the highlight reel right there. A tremendous kick to spell the end of the night for his opponent, and for him, I should say, but just caught him flush, full force, beautiful extension on the kick, and the fight was really over as soon as that one made contact. I'm not even sure he was conscious when he hit the canvas. Outstanding performance here tonight. Now we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliata calls a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 28 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Taylor!
All right, coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight showdown.
You ready? You ready?
All right, here we go with round one. I couldn't even get my wife a ticket to this fight. Why? Because this fighter has won the majority of his recent fights by knockout. Flush KO. People want to see this guy compete. He's not out there for the judges. He's not afraid to give up a round. He's not afraid to take a shot on the chin to land one of his own. And that's why he's become one of the more popular fighters in this division.
Oh! What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish this fight.
Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Oh, reversal here, DC.
What a way to switch the position. Fantastic movement by the bottom fighter.
Oh, what a hit lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night. Now the guy's got armbar. He's attacking it on him. An attacking armbar. You got to recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you got to move him off, and you got to cover. You can't be off to an angle.
And this might just be a matter of time. Oh, and he pins the arm down, and that is it. So the tap comes shortly thereafter.
He got the arm straight, right? The moment he was able to break the lock, John, his opponent was in trouble. Hip pressure up, opponent had to tap.
And he tapped, and he lives to fight another day, but a huge win for his opponent by submission tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
Just watch how slowly he approaches the submission, though. He never rushes. He takes his time, but it's his trickiness. It's his ability to trick people into going to the floor with him that puts them in danger and finishing fights.
So a seminal moment for this fighter here tonight as he gets the win by submission. Huge victory in his career, and it'll be very interesting to see how they matchmake him moving forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliotta calls a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 12 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar, Taylor!
All right, coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight showdown.
You ready? You ready?
After a big win by submission his last time out, we'll see what he does for an encore here tonight. Huge victory his last time out against a high-level opponent. Now, an... Oh! Wow! Oh, diving punch lands. bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC.
Oh! An attacking armbar.
Oh, we're getting a finish here. And this might just be a matter of time.
He got it, John.
How about it? Gets the win by submission. Beautifully executed there on the ground. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He does a great job of staying patient. He doesn't rush or panic. You are never safe when you're fighting this guy. You're in a lot of trouble. You're in a lot of trouble the entire time when you're this good in the submissions.
So there he is, your winner by submission tonight.